So if you have any questions regarding the property, the paperwork, or assistance with your bidding, please don't hesitate to look for anyone with a red, white, yellow tie. Now, before we're proceeding to your competitive biddings here today, let me just quickly draw attention to the contract sale, which has been made available to you prior to today's auction and on display for the last 30 minutes. Very straightforward auction contract. There's no difference compared to the others that we use in the state of Victoria for residential property auctions. Two parts of contract form the framework of your competition here today, particular sale and then the vendor statement, which is more commonly known as the Section 32 document that contains all the relevant information you need to know in terms of becoming a new owner of this property right here. The particular sale raised as follows. The marketing agent for owner here today is Free White Real Estate. And property we sell is commonly known to you and I, your postman, and your Uber Eats delivery driver as simply 45A Albany Drive in Mulgrave, inclusive in today's sale of fixed floor coverings, light fittings, window finishes, everything that's in permanent nature as inspected. We sell under auction conditions today, so ladies and gentlemen, the contract you'll be signing will be unconditional. There is no cooling off period or any conditions that will be subject to. The property will be sold as vacant possession. 10% deposit is what we need from you if you are the successful purchaser. And $20,000 is the minimum amount that will require you to transfer if you would like to pay by the way of the EFT, and the balance is to be paid next business day, which is next Monday. Settlement is flexible, 90 up to 120 days, of course, unless you made other arrangements with the marketing team before the commence of today's auction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as your auctioneer, it's my duty and responsibility to ensure today's auction is conducted in accordance with the rules that set out in Self-Land Regulations 2014 Schedule 1, or any additional conditions that's made available for inspection prior to today's auction. The rules prohibit a bidder try to prevent other bidders from bidding, false bidding, any major interruptions by bidders, and there are fines for these conducts. Bidders will be indicated upon request by me as the auctioneer, and also the rules permits vendor bids. The terms I will use to indicate I'm making on behalf of the vendor will be simply vendor bid, and by law only I as the auctioneer today can make a vendor bid. And lastly, and more importantly, buyers, if you want to be the one signing one of these in the next 20 to 30 minutes time, please pay particular attention to the next two rules because they are crucial for your success here today. One, by law, as the auctioneer, I cannot accept any bids or offers that's made after I declare the property sold. So before I knock it out to the successful purchaser here today, I'll simply call it out 3 times, like so. First call, second call, third and final call. And once the property has been knocked down, I can't take any more bids. And lastly, our owner has a reserve price. In the event, if we fall short of our reserve, by law, only the last bidder, the highest bidder, will have the first opportunity to buy this property at the owner's reserve. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to number 45A Albany Drive in Mulgrave. What are you competing on here today? Is something that we don't come across every day. It is a townhouse on a corner block, however, it is technically a house because it is entirely freestanding, detached to the next door neighbour. You've got your own driveway, your own backyard, there's simply no attachments. 4 bedrooms, 3 separate living areas, or you can call that little lounge room in the front, use as your home office. The space is there. It doesn't matter what size of your family is, everyone will have their own space. 2 master bedrooms, 1 downstairs, 1 upstairs. Like I said, 3 separate living areas with the open plan dining and kitchen in the back. Simply ticks all the boxes. In terms of location, it doesn't get any better in this particular location of a Mulgrave. Albany Drive, Albany Rise, the primary school simply up the road. We are in between Brandon Park and Waverley Gardens Shopping Centre, and these two are not enough for you, no problem. There are easy access to M1 and M3. Chester Shopping Centre is simply another 7.5 minutes drive away. But buyers, you know this already. You've done your research, you've inspected the property many times in the last 4 weeks of the campaign. Now it's time to translate your interest into dollar amounts. Now, hand it over to you. Where do we see a fair, reasonable, even-handed style, ladies and gentlemen? In your hands now. How do you indicate? Sorry? $1,050,000. Welcome to you, sir, to 1.05. $1,050,000 is the call now. Call a $20,000 rise at a 1.05. At $1,050,000, who's going to take me to $1,070,000 or even 1.1, which is the lower end of the sporting range? At $1,050,000 with you, sir, to 1.05. Where do we see it? $1,070,000 anywhere? At $1,050,000 is the call now. At 70, welcome to you, sir. $1,070,000 is the call against you, sir. And take me to 1.1 at $1,070,000. 90 now. 90 against you, sir. 1.1. We're all intense so early at 1.1. Same opportunity against you, sir. But if you want to flex your muscles, stick to the 20s at 1.1. At 1.1 is the call.
10,000. 1.11.
Sorry. Triple ones then. 1,110,000 at 1.11 with the opening bidder. At 1,110,000, what do you say, sir? Another 10 will put you back to the front of the row. Another 10 at 20, at 120 now. At 1.12 against you, sir, what do you say? At $1,120,000, another 10. Make it a 30 or take me straight 150, see if that works.
1.13.
30 now. 30 against you, sir. At 1.130. At $1,130,000. Are we all done? Finish inside at $1,130,000. Another 10 will put you back to the driver's seat. What do you say, sir? At $1,130,000 with the opening bidder. First call at 1.13. Second call at 1,140,000. 40 now against you, sir. 50. Good bid at 1,150,000. See, 10's not working. What do you say, sir? At $1,150,000. Over here. At $1,150,000 calling once now. At $1,150,000. Second call at $1,150,000. Are we all done or finished? All silent here at $1,150,000 with the opening bidder. What do you say, sir? Shake your head the wrong way. This will get you to house. At 1,150 for the third and final opportunity at $1,150,000.
116.
At 116, there we go to 1,160,000. At 60 is the call. At 60 against you, sir. What do you say? 70 is the number I'm searching now to 1,160. At 1,100,000. 65. At 65, a rowing fives now. At 1,165,000 against you, ma'am. At 1,165 now. 70. 65 over there. To my right. Opening bidder. Well, I can say is listen to the kid. She's probably picked her bedroom already. At 1,165,000. 70. First call. 1,165,000. 70 now. 70. What do you say, sir? 75. At $1,170,000 with the lady over here, or the ladies. At $1,170,000, what do you say, sir? Against you, at $1,170,000. Another 5. Put you back into the competition. At $1,170,000. First call. At $1,170,000. Won't take you one, sir. Still below reserve. Make it a 5. I'll compromise 2.5. You're not going to miss out for $1,000, sir. The $1,170,000 holds here. I'll take you 2.5. At $1,170,000. 2.5 and 2.5, 72.5. put a 7.5. 72 and a half. We're on the market and selling at $1,172,500. 2.5, make it a 75. At $1,172,000, $72,500. Bids over there was the opening bidder. They are holding the key now. We're on the market. 2.5, put a 75. Call it 3 times. First call at $1,172,500. Second call at $1,172,500. What do you say? 75. I'll take the one now. Third and final opportunity at $1,172,500. Are we in or out? I need to know. Guys, I need to know. Thank you for your patience, sir. Just try to do the best thing for the owner. Once the gavel hits the contract, the property will be gone. At $1,172,500 is the current bid, and the property is going now. Are we done? I'll take you $50. At $1,172,500. First, second, third, and final opportunity. 73. 73 now. Oh, where did you come from, sir? To 1,173 and against you. 73 is the bid. I'll take that one. You started bidding, sir. It's not the time to walk away. Don't miss that for $1,000. And at 1,173. I'll give you a moment to think about it. $1,173,000 was the gentleman over here. First call at 1.1173. Are we done? At $1,173,000. I'll take that $500. If that helps. Are we definitely out? At $1,173,000. Bids in the front. Last 3 call. First time. At 1.173. Second call at $1,173,000. All done, all finished, all silent now. For the third and final opportunity at $1,173,000 is going, and it's sold. Congratulations, sir. Well bought. Commiserations to the owner bidders. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for attending another successful Ray White auction. Have a good afternoon.
Hang on, wait for a second.